Madeline, every time I look at you, I think of a bed of flowers as a city rises from the mountains. And I think of you being stolen by some evil giant sorcerer hand. Do you feel the same way? I guess not. This is a weird game. This is Toki going ape spit. Released back on the... Jesus, what was this on first? Might have been the Commodore 64? Or an Atari, maybe? It was in 89. The Mega Drive port, I believe, was in 1991, as it says down there. Reprogram game, yep. This is by TAD Corporation, who didn't really do much besides this. The Japanese title you see there is... Obviously, its Japanese name, which is Juju something or another. This is Juju, also known as Toki in America. This is a side-scrolling platformer, and I will be going back to Tumba, because that is part of my Mark on Monday series, but I'd had an epiphany the other day that there are a bunch of platforming games that I played as a child that I haven't gone back to and explored in a long time, and I wanted to see if any of them hold up, because there's quite a few that I wouldn't necessarily say that I think are great, but, you know, I enjoyed them because I was young and stupid and whatnot. And yeah, we're just going to play this. The sound design is awful. The production is clunky and messy and awful. And, I mean, it's a Mega Drive game, so that's to be expected outside of everything that isn't Streets of Rage or Sonic. Two-player is basically if you die, second player goes next, and you go on so forth. I'm just going to do this on easy because I just want to play this for a little bit. 7 continues, an arbitrary number, whatever, sure, okay. You can jump and you can shoot, that's it. You can collect power-ups, which I remember it's in the kind of the Binding of Isaac territory, where you, yeah, you can pick up an item and it becomes your new weapon, or maybe even more, say Metroid might be the better approach, because you can't stack items, and like if you pick up another item that becomes your new weapon or power up for the time being. I think if I remember it does run out unless you keep hammering the fire button, so I am going to keep on doing that. From what I remember about this game, enemies don't regenerate, sort of respawn should that be. I'm liking this weapon. And I can jump over you, yep. Oh no, it doesn't last. So yeah, just get what you can out of a weapon while you still have it. The exit for each level is wonderfully crafted as so. I think there's 2 or 3 levels per stage, and then there's a boss, which we'll talk a little bit about the bosses when we get to them. One of the things about this game, it is one hit, one kill. So I mean, doesn't come as much of a surprise because, you know, look who you're playing as. The enemy AI is pretty basic. They're more just things that are in the way more than things that are coming after you. Like, you will find the occasional exception. Use your words, Mark. But really, the best approach is to just keep firing at all times. If you're firing, for the most part, nothing should come anywhere near you. Jumping doesn't feel particularly graceful. Like, this is not a very good game, you know, I'll be the first to say it. But, I don't know, I played it a lot as a child. Maybe I was just a dumb child, maybe. Some of the power-ups are pretty cool. But some of the enemy design, again, is just... There's a lot of weird stuff going on here, like... Some amount of LSD was dropped while making this game is the only presumption I can come to. If I remember, I think the deal with the harder difficulties is that there's more enemies basically, and they're obviously tougher to kill, but there's just a lot more enemies lying around, so you have to be a lot more careful, cautious. You can fire in diagonal directions, but you have to be holding forward and up, which means you're always constantly moving at least a little bit in the direction you're firing in, which is a bit of a pain. And then, yeah, there's fruit to pick up, which gives you points. Points mean prizes. I can't remember how many 1-ups you can collect, how many lives you can have in one go. I presume it's 99, like a max counter. And then, yeah, we're onto the boss. So, the bosses come in many shapes and sizes. The yellow dot means it's one hit. Later on we'll see a red dot, which means you have to clear, like, basically red dot means like a whole line of yellow dots, so you have to clear all the red dots, then clear all the yellow dots. Pretty standard stuff. Some of the bosses feel like templates from other games. Most of them aren't too difficult, but obviously the biggest challenge is, again, it's one hit, one kill. So you just need to learn the patterns, usually sacrifice a life or two, a little bit trial and error, you know? Now, some of the backdrops of this game look quite nice, and one of the things... Oh, Jesus Christ, well, there's my first death. One of the things I do like about this game is that it does include a level of verticality, which you think would make sense because you're an ape, but Toki here doesn't exactly move with much grace and finesse that an ape would have. So far, so good. So yeah, the exit for each part of the level is a checkpoint, if you will. I'm guessing those creatures, maybe they're like fruit bats. Do fruit bats actually hold fruit? Can a match box? These are the questions I ask. Get used to hearing this song because it's one of about 3 songs that this game has. The water levels have their own state or have their own music. Whoa, hello. But then everything that's, you know, overground uses this song, and it gets a little bit tedious after a while. I'm gonna go this way. You just have to be very cautious around every corner because something usually will kind of jump out of nowhere. Like so. Ah, and like so! You son of a diagonally scrolling bastard of a bird. So, like on these smaller platforms, it's a bit of a pain if you're trying to shoot at something in a diagonal direction because you're prone to falling off the edge. I can't remember how much of a pain those ghosts are, and I don't want to find out. You can't add momentum to these, they just swing. There we go, that gets rid of you. Anything to jump out at me? No. No, we're good. So it's got a few nice little touches, like the background there you can see obviously we've got them further up, so We've been travelling for a while, so we've gone through to nighttime. I mean, it basically mimics Crashman stage from Mega Man 2, but that's just my biased opinion. Ah, it's the liberal media. It's biased. It's all left-wing. Some hot political scoops for you. Okay, you can headbutt them. Now, can I fit through there? Yes, I can, of course, because the hit detection and collision on this game is a bit of a joke. What is the point of having spikes when you have those spinning death spikes? Ooh. Okay, here you got for me. What the fuck are you? That was Primeval. And yeah, again, as I said, this game is weird. Some of the enemy design is a bit out there. Okay, swimming stage. And as you can tell, the music has changed. And we have monkey submarines, who fire out monkey torpedoes. So I think these guys act as yeah, like mines. So yeah, it's around about this stage that you really start to see that there's a lot going on with this game, and it's all fucking crazy. Just gonna power through really while we're invincible. I am invincible! I think they're piranhas. We want to avoid them. I'm pretty sure, like, at some point, it might... Ooh, you are a homing fish. I don't like you. I don't know if it's this water stage or there's one later on that's a little bit more open in terms of exploring. For the most part, most of this game is pretty much linear. There's no real big secrets, there's no kind of things to discover. There's no chicken inside the wall. But I will use a flamethrower underwater, because that's a thing that can happen. Can we go down here? But I can't break them. And I can't get there. Well, that was a waste of time. Okay. I guess we'll go back up. They remind me of Squirt from Finding Nemo. Okay, we're gonna have a great day today! Can I break this now? No. Let's go left. When you can't go right, go left. Ooh, and avoid that. This doesn't have great range on it. Conor McGregor, I am not. Fucking hell. Just keep spamming. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just better off with the normal weapon for this. Like, some of the power-ups, you can't really tell much of a noticeable difference in terms of their effectiveness, because, like, everything's pretty much you can kill in one go. And just a random arbitrary place to have the exit sign, great, whatever. Say hello to Boomer. So yeah, you get points like this where the game becomes a little bit R-type. With the monkeys in there like they're in a spin cycle. I have no idea. I have no idea. Don't ask me. Do 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 do. So I think one more stage should be sufficient enough to give you an idea of what is going on with this game. And do I want you? Your range was terrible. Maybe you're a bit better. Overground. And I just completely missed that. Thought I'd missed that. It actually behaves a tiny bit like Shovel Knight in the way that you can jump on enemies and you can kind of use that to maneuver along. Now, obviously, it doesn't have the... I thought that was going to kill me. Doesn't have the grace or finesse of Shovel Knight, but Lord knows most games don't. But it's a nice feature. I can't tell what's down there. I'm gonna presume have bad news. How did that not kill me? Why am I not dying? Not gonna question it. Just keep moving. You sneaky bastards. Yeah, walk into me. See how that feels. I just wish he had some way of moving just a little bit more. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I'm not going to question it. Those things are deeply unpleasant. Okay, I guess we are. I guess we are going down. I'm going to presume there's bad things at the bottom, so I'm going to get ready to jump. Nope. Yep. Yee, fuck you. Get ready to fire. Fire. Shit. Thank you. Come on. How am I not able to fire at them? Alright, fine, we'll go this way. Oh shit, I forgot about this bit. Nope. Don't want to go up to death. I'll fall down to death instead. Great, whatever. So it's around about this point that this song starts to really kick in with its repetitiveness. Oh! I did what I was trying to avoid doing first time, which led me to my death the first time, and then died by doing what I would try to avoid to do the first time. I died, as you could tell. If I die again, we'll leave it there, because my patience just ain't there for this. But just everything about his general movement and demeanour just screams, I have given up with life. Oh, okay, fuck you, I'm done. This is Toki going ape spit. I've been Mark here at where are we? Link to the Cast, that's where we are. Follow me at Lifting Project, follow us at Link to the Cast. And yeah, go listen to the podcast on iTunes and on SoundCloud. We were talking about Pac-Man this week, which is good fun, so go and listen. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again next time.